Kedepannya menghantui, bergumul di dalamnya. Melihat sudut berbeda, lirik peliknya dunia, menggalakkan kemauan dalam atma. Tak peduli kendati begitu, tinggalkan semua hujan serapa itu. Teriakanlah gejolak itu, imbaukan jiwa-jiwa untuk saling bertaut. Galakkan tujuanmu, jangan sampai kau goyah. Bakar semangatmu, biarkan ia merekah. Jangan biarkan yang lain mengganggu aspirasimu. Lantangkan semua, jangan sampai terpengaruh. Keinginan bergejolak di dada, mendesak, memaksa, mungkinkah akan jadi seperti itu? Jiwa ini telah siap, namun orang-orang berat otak mengetengahkan dan hanya ditetap merobohkan gejolak di dada. Tak peduli kendati begitu, tinggalkan semua hujan serapah itu. Teriakanlah gejolak itu, imbaukan jiwa-jiwa untuk saling bertaut. Galakkan tujuanmu, jangan sampai kau goyah. Bakar semangatmu, biarkan ia merekah. Jangan biarkan yang lain mengganggu aspirasimu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to English on Air. It's our podcast where we talk in English with persons that we want to talk with. Disclaimer, this is a learning experience, so we're very sorry that maybe some of our tenses or our grammars or other things that may sound that doesn't sound really good or sounds off. Well, I just hope that you can bear with us and stay together to watch this podcast. Sorry to disappoint you. It's us again from the previous English on Air. But if you forget about me, I'm Muhammad Zaki Wirawan Kristiana from the language team of Senior High School Nurul Fikri Boarding School Serang.
And me, Muhammad Rafi Wahyudin from the language team of Senior High School Nurul Fikri Boarding School Serang.
And an update, we're in our semester 2. And for now, we're gonna talk with someone very interesting that just did release their very first book. They are Jundi, but for those that don't know, we're gonna introduce them again. But for those who already know, he's very popular, right? Okay, Jundi, can you say hi to the camera?
Hi guys.
Hi, thank you. To get the basics, and like I said, there may be some that don't know. For Jundi, can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Okay. First of all, for those who don't know me, my name is Jundi. You can call me Jundi. I'm basically grade 12 here on Nurul Fikri Boarding School Serang. I'm now grade 12 on Senior High School. Well, and I'm now as officially a writer for Andalusia, The Rise of Berbers. Okay, maybe that's enough for me now.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for Jundi. Like he said, he's from the 12th grade, but we're from the 11th, so it's kind of scary that we're interviewing our senior. So sorry if there's a little bit awkward or tension, but for
Maybe try the best.
yes.
Relax, guys. You don't have to be.
Okay, let's just
Okay.
relax.
So, let's ask him.
Yeah, like you said, you write about this book called Andalusia. Can you tell us a
Yeah.
bit about this book?
Well, what do you really know about this book is an Islamic book, so I write this as a novel from not an adaptation maybe, but from the history of Andalusia, that is Spain now, but when at the time of Islam it was called Andalusia. Now this is only the first one, only the beginning, but the basic story is this is telling about person called Musa bin Nusayr that he want to not conquer, like want to free Andalusia from the from Gothics that doesn't believe in Islam and do many things cruel to his country, to his place. So yeah, maybe that's a slightly bit about the book.
Thank you.
This is really interested just from the snippet though.
Yeah.
And-
Like we know that Spain is like really different from what was recorded in history. Like people talk about it now like it's the city of love, like that, and like those other things. Like it's very not religious in a way, but from the history that we were taught, it was
history is really bad for
Mm.
the time.
like it used to be an Islamic country.
As me as a social class
Mm.
who learn about history to different
More
history,
deeply than me
yeah.
from the science class.
It's really interesting that not just only about the history but connected with Islamic too.
Right, like how it changes so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Right. Like you said, you just told us about this snippet of the history, and you already told us about this one. So, like, for when we're interested, when we want to buy it, can you tell us where we can find this book? And can you mention your Instagram ad or anything?
Oh, okay. Well, my book is not. Well, it's officially published, but you doesn't find it in many places. Like, well, in Indonesia you can find it in Gramedia or in many places like a bookstore. But I just sell it in my home. I'm selling it from my home. Oh, so somebody if wanna interested in this book or want to buy it, you can contact my Instagram at Jund underscore really underscore HD. Well, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Can we write this book? Okay. Happy?
So, where you write this book?
I read it from my home because that time it was COVID. Yeah. So my mom here is just he doesn't tell me, but he just give me an inspiration. Yeah, that's what he give me. She said, you like to read, like write. Yeah, I said, but so you can start writing because if you like to read, obviously you can write. So off I go. I write. Well,
Okay.
it's obviously not writing because I use it in my laptop. So I'm starting making things. I'm thinking, and well, a fun fact from me here, and all you guys should know too, because Andalusia is really not my first book though, because I write before it. I write just a simple novel, a fiction novel, but my mom said, nah, it's so many books like that. It's not gonna be worth it, or you can make profit. You want to make profit? You do some Islamic book, and you make it, and you made it, and then you can get profit, and also you can give inspiration to other Muslims who doesn't know history. More things you should know because I already went there to Spain, so I got some information more. Well, oh yeah, you say how long? You say how long, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And how
maybe a year? No, not a year. Or 2 years maybe. From I'm 10th grade, 9th grade when COVID, 2020, 19,
20.
20, yeah, until recently when I was 12th grade when 2022 I already cleared it. I already done it in the new year in January, I think. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. like you just mentioned, this wasn't your first book. Can you tell us what was your first book?
Well, my first book is not officially published that time, but I already made it, but it's not really done it yet. Like it's just scrap.
Ah.
But if you want to know it, it's just a fiction of all my imagination combined, because it was the first time I made it. Well, it's also a tip for you guys who want to be a writer. Don't need to be confused to think what you should make. You just make it down from your imaginations and put it combined into one. Put it in the text, write it, or you type it, yeah, and done. Voila.
I can relate. Like when I was in elementary school, I kind of like to write things.
Oh.
Similarly, but I was kind of scared and confused too. Like Jundi mentioned, like I don't know what this story is going, what I'm doing. Like that's really good tips.
It's really too.
Like you mentioned, your mom inspired you to write this. Is there anyone, maybe your mom or anyone besides your mom, that helped you in writing this book?
Well, my inspiration was my mom here, who gave me some tips and like a push like that to made me make this book. And then when I get in, well, it's COVID, right? And I go to, when I was grade 10 that time, I go here to this school, Nurul Fikri, and I was get into the dormitory. And then at my time, that my teacher who is in the dormitory, it was Ustad Ishak.
Oh.
So he gave me permission to
This laptop.
to take the laptop and write. Okay, well, but it's not clear. It's not done yet. At the 11th grade, I was in Abbas, so Ustad Ahyar also give me permission to write again. Well, after that, and until the end of the year, I cleared it. Well, it's not officially cleared. Oh yeah, I cleared it and I published it on January, maybe.
Okay. Like you just mentioned, like for FYI, for your information, for like Jundi mentioned Abbas. Abbas is a dormitory in our place that you maybe don't know about. It's actually Rafi's dormitory. Abbas is short for Abu Bakar As-Siddiq. It's one of the friends of our Prophet Muhammad
Sallallahu Alaihi
Wasallam. It's a very good dormitory. but
the Ustad.
Yeah, we don't need to mention that. Let's get on.
He is good.
It's good.
Thank you, Ustad Ahyar.
Like you said, your mom inspired you and others helped you, but what was the reason that you wanted to write this book, like specifically about Andalusia?
Well, it's all about my mom, really. I didn't lie about this, because I just told what to do for my mom, and I do it. I just do it, and this is happening. So, yeah, I also thank God I can do this. So, yeah, I made this Islamic book, Andalusia, because I really also want to give some young Muslim inspiration about this book, because you know young Muslim now, right? They all millennials out there. Well, yeah, they just don't know about the good things about Islam. That you don't know Islam is the most good religion, and They almost conquered the world. Well, USA doesn't do much that time. They do nothing. They just nothing. Maybe that's it.
Like that was like what he said. It was very like true to. There's then which wali that's we forgot. Like he said that for spreading Islam, there's not only one way. There is many ways to spread your religion, not through wars, not through physics and other things, but we can inspire people to believe in what they believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, like when you became a writer, maybe you're like you're still a writer. Sorry, but before and after you're a writer, what or who is your favorite writer?
Well, my favorite writer is Terelia, but not just that. I met Golagong for Golagong is a writer, but in the I can say old age, but it's not appropriate to say that. But yes, because Terelia is now like so little now. Golagong maybe some of my teachers know, but he also taught me how to write this. I didn't mention it earlier, but I mention it now. He helped me. He's a good writer. He's a good writer, and his book is almost filmed. You don't know? Balada Siroy.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Yeah. That's his book.
Oh.
Yeah. He almost he filmed it maybe a month or two. I don't know. Yeah.
But the Siroy is
Yeah.
in the
That
film
is-
is school from Serang.
Yeah.
In
That
our
is
city.
that is what I know from Golagong, and maybe that's it.
Like when you mentioned Terelia and Galagong, like immediately I knew who Terelia was, but I didn't really know about Galagong. You do?
I just know what
You just know the
Galagong-
book, yeah.
the Galagong that made a balada Siroy.
Maybe you guys should try reading them too from Galagong and Terelia. My favorite is the Earth series and the what was the other one? Yang
Bujang
the
Bujang.
Bujang.
After early, I
Yeah.
often
Oh.
read.
Love it. Yeah, we already asked you about your favorite writer, but can you tell us about your favorite kind of literacy, like maybe poems?
I don't really much of poetry guy, but I do love reading books. Well, maybe not just literally books. I read a lot of things like Harry Potter. I read it, or the Percy Jackson franchise is also read it, and some of Islamic books like Ghazi. Who's the writer is Felix Xiao and Saif Muhammad Isa. And from Terralia books, I like, all the not the franchise, the series like the Earth series and also the Pulang Pergi series also good. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Okay, like when me too. I really like that, but there's when he mentioned Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, like relate. Like I didn't read it yet, but I've always wanted to read it because my friend had that book. I wanted to borrow it, but he was always being really stingy and didn't allow me. But when he said Harry Potter, like, I have the 8th one that was only released in London, but now there's a translated version in Gramedia, the Forsaken Child.
Yeah, the Cursed Child, but
Cursed Child.
it's not so. It's just a play, but it's right. It's hard to read it, I think.
Yeah, it's the Cursed Child is not really a novel to say. It's more of a dialogue of a
It's a play.
Yeah.
It's a play.
It's a dialogue from a play from in London or where I forgot.
Yeah, it's that.
Although it is just dialogue, it's really interesting to feel what they're saying, not really seeing.
Yeah,
what
if you
they're
want to
saying.
mention one more, I could mention Fantastic Beasts if you like.
Did you watch the second one? Where they
I watched the third one also.
Yeah. Oh, we've arrived at our last question. When you write your first book and you didn't it did become officially late, but then you write Andalusia, but will you write another book?
Well, we'll see about that. I could say yes, but it's not officially published, right?
Coming soon.
Well, we can see that. You can contact me if you want. If you want to know more about that.
At Jundi_HD.
Yep.
Then also follow that Instagram.
Yeah.
And-
Don't forget to follow him.
Yeah, and them and by Andalusia.
Good thing about it. Yeah.
Okay, maybe we've arrived at our last question, and that's everything that we need to know and we want to know. Thank you for joining us in this English on Air. It was really an interesting one. So let's end it with thank you for being with us in the moonlight. We'll see you again in the sunrise. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks guys for watching.
Lama di masa yang kelak, kedepannya menghantui, bergumul di dalamnya. Melihat sudut berbeda, lirik peliknya dunia, menggalakkan kemauan dalam atma. Tak peduli kendati begitu, tinggalkan semua hujan serapa itu. Teriakanlah gejolak itu, imbaukan jiwa-jiwa untuk saling bertaut. Galakkan tujuanmu, jangan sampai kau goyah. Bakar semangatmu, biarkan ia merekah. Jangan biarkan yang lain mengganggu aspirasimu. Lantahkan semua, jangan sampai terpengaruh. Keinginan bergejolak di dada, mendorong, mendesak, memaksa. Mungkinkah akan jadi seperti itu? Jiwa ini telah siap, namun orang-orang berat otak.